Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. You can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. So what? The critics hate another DC Extended Universe movie. Who cares? It's about what you think and your opinions, and that's what this channel has always been about. When I watch a DCEU movie, as I've been binging them all recently, as part of my build up to the release of Black Adam, I've enjoyed even the bad ones. Even a bad DC movie is a great experience for me. I'm talking about Batman and Robin, Superman 4. I still get something out of these movies. Don't worry about box offices. Don't worry about anything else. You're going to go and watch this film and you're going to get a great DC experience. The Rock has made sure of it. Don't worry about what people think of you for being a DC fan. You do what's right for you. Go and watch this movie if that's what you want to do and enjoy it. Don't worry about fandoms or splits down the fandom or anything like this. I have seen this film and I wouldn't have recommended it to you if it was rubbish. When you imagine a Black Adam movie starring The Rock, what did you actually think you were going to get? A deep emotional dive? Or did you think you were going to get an action-packed movie from wall to wall? These critics are complaining because there's no Middle Eastern commentary. Who gives a flying F-U-C-K? Not me. I couldn't care less, right? Cyprus, where I am, is near the Middle East. Oh no, The Rock's movie didn't say anything, didn't deal with the war between Turkey and Cyprus about 40 years ago. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Couldn't care less about politics, religion, or anything. I love all religions, all nationalities. All I want to do is enjoy my movie. Never forget, everyone, that Man of Steel has still got a rotten score, and most probably BVS is still got a rotten score. Never forget. It doesn't matter your opinions of the DCEU, because Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, the first Suicide Squad should not have rotten scores. It was rotten what they did to David Ayer's movie, I agree, but it's not a rotten movie. It's a highly entertaining movie, because no matter what that movie was once, the interactions between the different members of the Suicide Squad are great. That moment in the bar is fucking beautiful. BVS is a freaking epic. Even if you don't think it's the best superhero movie ever, it means something to so many people. And MOS, Man of Steel, the same. These movies may not be your cup of tea, but put your hand on your hearts and tell me that these movies deserve a rotten score, that Black Adam deserves a rotten score. Excuse me, you haven't seen it yet. I get it, but I have. It's entertaining. And at the end of the day, if you go in there to enjoy it, that's the main thing. What did these critics actually expect from this movie? Oh, I didn't like the script. Oh, yeah, it's all about the action and the characters, they were underdeveloped. What did you think you were going to get in this movie? The great thing about this movie is it's entertaining. It sets up the future of the DCEU. And just very quickly, let's talk about the fact that The Rock has said this is phase 1 of the new DCEU. What does he mean? Because this continues basically from the last DCEU movie or piece of content, Peacemaker, and before that, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. What does it mean? I think it's phase 1 of his end of the DCEU. Now, the Flash movie will be phase 1 of the new DC Extended Universe. Let's talk about that. Flashpoint Superman, Flashpoint Supergirl. Hopefully Batgirl is still involved. Blue Beetle will be involved in the new era of the DC Extended Universe. Whatever these movies make, they can blame Hamada for the bad box office if that's what happens. It's tracking for 135 million opening globally. It's not great at the end of the day, but I want you all not to worry about that. I want you all to go and enjoy this movie. And next year is another huge year for us. And when these Hamada movies are over, they're basically changing elements of these movies anyway. So when we get through these Hamada movies, it will be a brand new era and they will do a lot better because Mike DeLuca He understands DC. He understands geek culture. So basically, what I'm saying to you, you don't need to worry. All these movies are going to be entertaining, right? Don't worry about critics. They hate us. They hate the DCEU. Let them hate us, right? They purposely went into Black Adam to vote it down. They damn well knew what they were going to get out of it. The truth is, every single critic that claims to hate this movie went in there and had a good time. One critic saying it's basically it's a sin against entertainment. It is not. It is entertaining. It's there. The movie is entertaining. I've spoken to many people who have seen this movie because I've needed to talk to people like me who have seen it. And we've had a great time exchanging views on it and saying, you know, this is not Sir Lawrence of Arabia. This is not the Joker. This is not the Dark Knight. Neither does it have to be. Neither are most of the MCU movies. I've seen critics vote upwards at MCU movies that are worse than Black Adam, that have got worse character development. I mean, a lot of these MCU movies don't even have that much action these days. They're quite boring, right? They called BVS boring because it didn't have enough action. They said Superman Returns didn't have enough action. So then Snyder goes, all right then, I'm going to give you action. You've got too much action. The new Warner Brothers Discovery needs to do the opposite of what the old regime did. Stop trying to please these people. I don't hate critics. I don't have an issue with critics. They're free to think what they want and say what they want. But all I'm saying to you is, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been very polite to you. And some of you in your reviews have been extremely rude. You don't like the movie? You don't like it. Now, I know you've complimented his performance, but that's not good enough. People worked hard on this movie. At least be respectful about it. So whatever happens with the box office, happens with the box office. But we are looking forward to a bright future. So once we get through these movies that are not going to be perfect, when we get through these Hamada movies, we can look forward to a brave, brand new world. And we've still got the Batman 2. We've still got Joker, Folie à Deux, the Joker sequel. Very, very exciting. Multiple of the Batman spin-offs as well. James Gunn has got loads of the Suicide Squad spin-offs. So there's an exciting future here. Forget about critics. Forget about box office. Doesn't matter what happens with the box office. These franchises will continue with DC because basically it's a takeover, right? It's a merger. So they understand the issues and they're putting things in place, an infrastructure in place to make things better. So don't you worry about it. You go and enjoy Black Adam. You're going to enjoy it. It's action-packed. It is the movie you imagine it is. Nothing more, nothing less. It was never going to be anything more than what it is. And, you know, the DC nerds who've gone to see it are very, very happy. Now, I warned you that, you know, critics weren't going to like this movie and it was probably going to have a rotten score. They're so predictable, and I've spoken to some of them, you know, prior to them being allowed to release their reviews. So I knew what they were doing, and yes, I had a few words with one of them. We had an exchange of views, nothing rude, nothing disrespectful, but they know my opinion about this, and some of them are my friends as well. So, you know, they have to understand. I tried to explain to them, you are judging this film on something it was never going to be. I even asked some of them who voted the film down, did you enjoy yourself? Yes. Why did you vote the film down? Because I'm a critic and I have to be, you know, I have to be constructive with my views and look at every element of the film. So there you are. So maybe we're never going to get a verified fresh DC movie again. Joker, do you realise Joker is at 60% and they've got that horrible thing, Cuties, from Netflix at about 80 or 90. Think about that for a minute. So these people have absolute no logic. The truth is, superhero movies shouldn't be liked by critics anyway, because they look down on them anyway, and they want something that these films can never offer. If you want something like that, go and watch Taxi Driver. Go and watch one of those la-di-da movies. Don't get me wrong. I love those la-di-da movies, but Black Adam isn't a la-di-da movie. It's a piece of entertainment. It's a piece of fun Don't worry about the DCEU. Don't worry about the box office. Don't worry about Rotten Tomatoes. Basically, all of that is background. All you need to concern yourselves about is going to see Black Adam, going to see The Flash, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, Blue Beetle, right? And the rest of them. We get through these Hamada movies, then we've got an exciting new future. And don't forget, the first chapter of that brand new future is a brand new Flashpoint Superman played by the same actor who played the Man of Steel on BVS and Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut Superman. This time, he plays the Spit Curl Superman, the OG Superman of sorts, the Superman that he wants to play. Quite right too, after how the previous regime at Warner Brothers treated him. Henry will speak out very, very soon. So stick together, DC fans. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through these Hamada movies. Then we have a very exciting future to come. This has been Movies TV Mad. I admit your host with the most. What can I say? It's just what God gave me. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you comment, the more you like, the more interactions I get. So please do that. Please click the notification bell so you don't miss this beautiful perfection. Married ladies, calm down, be faithful, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen.